Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by. Let's get right into these DIYs. For number one, I've got this beaded wreath ring from the Dollar Tree. These are cute little bouquets that I got from, they're not bouquets, they're picks that I got from Pop Shelf about a year ago. I never just really got to using them. And then I got that green ribbon from the craft outlet. And all I'm going to do is, since these are pretty nice picks, I'm just going to use 2 picks and I'm going to attach them to the wreath frame with just a couple of zip ties, and we'll call it a day. I'll make a little bow and we'll see how it all turns out. I want to apologize for how I sound today. I've been sick. That's why I didn't post any last week. I'm still not 100% and I'm going on a week of being sick. I really think it's just like allergy season. It's been raining and I think a lot of stuff blew through. So, yeah, just trying to get through it. So I apologize for how I sound. But as you see, I used a couple of the zip ties on there because, I wanted to make it a little bit more sturdy. Now I'm going to show you, I left this in here because I make bows a lot and I love how my bows turn out, but I'm going to tell you that I can't make there are some bows that I just can't make. So here I am attempting to do one by hand. And I can make them pretty much, sorry I'm out of screen a little bit, I can pretty much make one by hand, but there's something within my grip that I mess up. So you'll see here in a minute, I make a few loops and I have a couple tails. I didn't make my tails too long. I think they were like 8 inches. You could go with longer or shorter, however you like. And I just cut them at an angle. So here I am. I got my pipe cleaner. And, well, as I start fluffing out my bow, I noticed that one of my loops was not attached in there. I tried to fix it and I just said, no, not going to do it. So I take out my bow maker and I love this thing, y'all. And I just do my tails and I make my loops about 4 inches long. And I do 2 4-inch loops on each side, and then I do a small middle loop in the middle. Now, since I had already tried to make this wreath by hand, I had a little extra long of a tail, and I just cut it down to size. If you hear anything in the background, I'm sorry, it's my dog. She's over there playing. But here's how the bow turned out, and excuse me. I just attach it with the pipe cleaner, and then I cut the ends off, and then I just fluff out my bow a little bit. And this was a circular wreath frame, but after manipulating it a little bit, it kind of turned a little bit oval. And I ended up liking it because it's spring, and rather than just a regular wreath, it kind of gave me an oval shape, making me think of an egg. So here's my second DIY. I got these florals from Walmart. I have this little stand from the 99-cent store, this bunny from the Dollar Tree, and that foam from the Dollar Tree. Now what I did is I actually tried to cut a little bit of time out where I had 2 of these little stands. They look like mini cake stands, and I just love them. I knew I wanted it when I bought them, but just never knew what to do with it until now. And so I just take a little piece of foam and I glue it down. I'm sorry. Obviously, I painted this one white. They were both red, but I used my Waverly chalk paint, gave it 2 coats of white, and now it looks the way it does. And I just really love the white color on it. Nice, crisp feel, the spring colors, I love it. And all I'm doing is just taking these florals and I'm going to cut them down. I guess I could have did this off camera, but I didn't. And I just kind of wanted to show you, pulling up the leaves and grabbing as much as you can. I like to cut them a little longer than what I know I'm going to use them for, because I can always go back and cut them down shorter. And if I cut it too short, then, obviously it'll be a little bit more difficult to make longer if it's too short. So I've got 3 of these big, I don't know, I can't remember. I think they might be peonies. Anyways, I got 3 of the big ones, and they're so pretty. And so I just kind of put them in randomly at a triangle. And then I think I had 3 of these stems, which has had some greenery, and I don't know what those other flowers are on there. And so I kind of tried to do that as a triangle as well when I placed them in there. Excuse me. And then I had just 2 stems of the blue hydrangeas, and I put them in the other open spaces. And this was perfect. I think the floral bush cost like $3.97 at Walmart. And the little base was 99 cents. The little bunny at the Dollar Tree was $3. And I just think it turned out super cute. It would look good at any angle. Y'all tell me what you think of this little cute bunny. So on to number 3. I've got this new wreath frame. It's not wood. It's like the MDF stuff. And I got some more of these tulips that I've had for a couple years. I got them from Michael's when they're on sale for like $1.99 a bush. And I just cut them down. And now I'm just taking them and trying to bundle them up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually attach it to the frame with some zip ties. Now I struggled a little bit with the first one. And you'll see that I actually use a zip tie to hold it together, because I tried it on the frame. I don't know what was wrong with this one. I just couldn't get it. So I put one on around the bundle of flowers, and then I take another zip tie and attach it to the wreath frame. And I do that going around with most of the frame. If y'all like this video so far, please leave a comment, like my video, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me with my channel, and I really appreciate everything. I enjoy making crafts and providing inspiration where I can, and I really appreciate all of your support. Now, I did read another comment on my last video, and one of the commenters said that I need to do a better job showing my finished project. So, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you've noticed that the way I showcase my finished product in this video is different from what I normally do. And so tell me if you like what I've done with the pictures of my finished product in this video. So I got these 2 1.5-inch wired ribbons from Sam's, and I'm going ahead and just cutting some long some long tails, and then I'm going to go in and make a short 8-inch tail, and I think it's 5-inch loops initially with 8-inch tails. And then so I do that with both colors first, and then my second set I go in with a shorter tail. I think it's 6 or 7 inches, and then I make my loops at 4 inches. And I really like how this one actually turned out. You know, I recently started using Sam's ribbon. I think I got some over the Christmas time, and that was like the first time I'd used it. And I really like it. I mean, you cannot beat 50 yards for less than $8. Uh, so if you're any kind of a wreath maker or make a lot of crafts with ribbons, definitely, if you can, go and get the ribbon from Sam's. I have a Costco membership too, but I don't recall ever seeing ribbon from Costco unless I'm just going at the wrong times. But it helps out a lot. I know when Sam's brings out their new ribbon because I start seeing it all over like Instagram and stuff like that. So, but here I am. I'm just fluffing everything out. I'm trying to arrange the tails and loops and making sure everything's nice and fluffy. And then I'll put it onto the wreath frame. And I do end up going back and trimming up some of the tails. That's why I like to leave them a little bit longer, because then I can go back and actually cut them down shorter. And then, yes, I'm off camera a little bit, but I'm just trying to curl the ends of the ribbon. And I don't show it with the first one, but here's the second one. And this is basically all that I do. And here's the finished product. I just absolutely love how it turned out. I think that bow is really cute. Y'all let me know in the comments below what you think. And on to our last DIY. I've got a bunch of boxwood from Walmart. Floral foam. These were the wood planks. Dollar Tree sells them. Walmart sells them. I'd actually got a bunch of these when Walmart changed their craft product to that, what is that, the Hello stuff? I don't remember. But I got 6 in a pack for 75 cents, so I bought several packs of these. I painted the one side white, and I didn't bother to paint the inside, but I did paint all of the sides and one flat side of these, and I'm just going and making a box. I just used hot glue. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just for my house, my use, and it's not something the grandkids are going to get around. So if you want to use something a little bit more sturdy, then you can. Again, I'm sorry that I'm partially off screen, but you can pretty much tell what I'm doing. I'm telling you, when I hook up my camera, I don't know what the heck's going on, because when I look under my camera to see what the view is, it looks fine until I start watching my darn video. So I'm sorry, guys. I really am trying to get better. So here I am, and I just do the same thing on putting another plank in there to make the bottom. And then what I'll do is I'll take some of these tumbling tower blocks, and sorry about that, you can't see anything. Well, I can see some white hairs in there. But no, seriously, I just go and add some of the tumbling tower blocks to add a little more sturdiness to the box. And here I just popped off one of the sides on accident, and I just glued it back on. So I do actually kind of just I maybe went overboard with some of these tumbling tower blocks. I just put a lot down there just because I really did want to make this really sturdy, because I thought this was going to be so cute, because this is actually spring. I'm making this for spring, but this is something that I can use all year round, and I can use it for many different seasons because I'll be able to change out what I actually put in here. So this is what I'm making is supposed to be kind of like a patch of grass. Yes, I use boxwood. I didn't have any grass, but I love how boxwood looks, even though it's not grass. I just love it. And so, excuse me, I'm so sorry. So here I am testing out the bottom, and I really like these pre-cut foams from the Dollar Tree. You can get them where they're in these pre-cut like this, or it's one long one and you can cut it yourself, or you don't even have to cut it. So I'm trying to see how I can fit them in there. I didn't want to use all of the foam, but I knew I wanted to use as much as I needed to get away with what I wanted to do. And then I realized, since this is so, I don't know, since you can kind of smush it and stuff, I actually smushed the part of the floral foam on top of the Jenga blocks to make it fit in place, and it worked just fine. But I know you're supposed to get this foam wet, but because I only use it for fake stuff, for fake flowers and stuff, I don't ever get it wet, and I just really hate working with it because it's like brittle and flaky, but it does the job, and it's affordable. So you'll see I'm actually going through and I'm putting some longer pieces in here. I'm trying to cut some down so it's not as long. But then I realized, well, I need some more boxwood, and so I went scouring through the house and found some extra ones, and then I forgot I had also bought another. I had bought another bushel or two because I didn't know if what I had was going to be enough, and I'm glad I did, because although I thought I had a bunch, it wasn't enough to cover this. And so here it is all full, and I got these cute little plastic eggs from the Dollar Tree, and I got these big long skewers from the Dollar Tree. It was like those big thick ones, not the kebab ones, but it's the really big long ones. And I just kind of cut it down and make it fit. I glue the egg onto the stick, and I just add them into the little patches of grass. Now you can leave it as is, or I got this cute little white metal bunny, and I just put it in there. And here it is. Thank you guys for watching.